Yeah. Uh-huh. It's Purgatory Podcast. Start of the podcast. Yep. Look, they're not paying me by the hour, okay? They're not paying me at all. It would be fucked up if I got paid to do this. I would be annoyed with that. I'd be like, what's wrong with this world? I say this anytime I see somebody making money, and I don't think that they should be making money. I say, what if we come to? And then I have to stop myself, and I have to think, well, everybody has to live. What's really insane is that the term cost of living exists. Cost of living? Like, what are you talking about? It's like the moment that, like, an egg is fertilized. It's like someone somewhere puts it in a spreadsheet, and they're like, if this thing doesn't earn its way through life, then we're gonna send the money police after them. I don't know if you heard about that. I think Trump just talked about that at the State of the Union. I think for once, a president should just go up there and say, folks, the State of the Union, I'm gonna level with you. This is gonna be a lot to process, so you might want to sit down. And they're just, like, give you, like, an actually honest assessment. And then they just walk off stage and they're never seen again. You're like, what the fuck just happened? So do we have to have a new president now? 6 years later, you see, you know, the guy with a beard, he's got a new hairdo, he's working at a Long John Silver's in Miami. Everybody who comes there, they're like, wait, is that... No. That's the life. That's the perfect presidency. Throw in a little bit of stopping by Bohemian Grove, a little bit of sucking down some baby blood. After a long career of that, you can finally settle down. You can finally just, you know, get into crosswords or something. Get into needlework. Remember when George Bush was like, I'm sorry about all the soldiers who died, and to say that I'm sorry, I'm gonna paint them. You know what else is funny? Speaking of George Bush and paintings, Jeffrey Epstein had a painting of W with holding two paper airplanes with two collapsed Jenga towers in front of them. I'm starting to wonder what that meant. There's a lot of weird 9/11 stuff related to the Epstein stuff. It's interesting that there's so many powerful people who profit off of death and catastrophe. And they also happen to have absolutely no limit as to what they're willing to do to make money. It's probably a coincidence, though, that they all possess these attributes. It's probably they're unrelated. What would be the point of doing a demolition of a building that also has a plane flying into it? That part I still don't get. Let's say the conspiracy theory is Israel wanted the US to go to war with the Middle East. Why not just say, oh, Muslims somehow planted bombs in the World Trade Center? I don't get that. I think 9/11 was actually, anytime you hear someone say that, you're like, here we go. Strap in, folks. I think it was bad. I think that's where I'm gonna land on that. And really, what else matters? It's like the Epstein files, they're like the Mandelbrot set of conspiracy theories. Like, you can just zoom in infinitely anywhere and just find a rabbit hole inside of a rabbit hole inside of a rabbit hole. And I finally learned to just stop. I'm like, I don't need to know the exact machinations behind Hell World. We just have to get through it. That's it. We just have to get through to the end of whatever this is. I guess it's just interesting, but so is doing needlework. This needlework is better than Jeffrey Epstein. I know those are weird things to compare. Like, aren't there other things more analogous? No. These are the two things I'm talking about. You don't like the subjects? You can listen to a different podcast. Episode of this podcast, not a different show. Just listen to a different episode of this. You know what's a funny, like, stupid thing people say all the time? Like, you'll compare two things, and they'll be like, you can't compare those things, they're two different things. I'm like, that's how you compare things, motherfucker! Oh, that's like comparing apples and oranges. Yeah, like, I don't know, they're both round. Oh, that was hard. That one just right off the bat, that one's for free. Oh, I can only compare things that are identical? Okay. It's like if Shakespeare wrote you a sonnet and asked if he should compare you to a summer's day, you write back, no thanks. Those are two completely different things. No, you would say, yes, please do. I want to know how we're similar. You should always be looking at how you're similar to other things and other people. You'll find you have a lot more in common than you think. It's like, I don't care about figure skating, but I saw Alyssa Liu win the gold. I'm like, I don't even know who this is or what the hell is happening. And by the end of it, I kind of had this feeling of like, did I just like see something that was significant on a human level? Because she's living proof of a lot of what I've been saying for a long time, which is about how finding like inner peace, it's not something you add to your life. You don't wake up one day and you're like, okay, I'm gonna obtain peace today. It's a process of subtraction. And the reason she's the perfect embodiment of that is the fact that she made a deliberate effort to put things out of her mind, such as being rewarded or being punished by an overbearing father, because we know this about her story. And because the weight was gone, like, she was completely free. And then on top of that, still won gold, which is incredible. Like, she's amazing. And that makes her such a good role model for right now. For everybody, but especially young girls, but for everybody. But whatever she was doing out there, that's always available to everybody, all the time. Like, you don't have to be an Olympic athlete to tap into that. But once you do tap into it, it's an inexhaustible resource. Because it is a product of right perception in your life, interiorizing those experiences, whether good or bad, making something of them, and then through self-expression, you put it back out. But because that interiority is infinite, you can just keep radiating that forever. You never run out of it. Literally, time and space die before love does. Love outlives everything. For some people, it's love of figure skating. And over the weekend, I just kept looking at that shot of her on the last spin from above. And every time I looked at it, I just started crying. I was like, what the hell is wrong with me? I don't care about figure skating. But for 3 days, I do. So am I comparing myself to an Olympic figure skater? Yeah. I know they're two different things, but we're similar. We're all similar in some ways. Look, we all started out as a baby. Pretty much all babies are the same. Then a bunch of shit happened to us. The end. Get over it. It doesn't really matter. When you're judging a human being at the, like, surface level, like at the level of just, like, personality, what you're really judging is just a chain of cause and effect. It just kind of is what it is. It doesn't even mean you have to like them. It just means you have to understand them. Which is important, because knowing something is to love it. That's why if you raise a child, even if they're a shithead sometimes and they piss you off, you still love them. Because you know them. You know them better than almost anybody else. At least you know why they are the way they are. You understand all the cause and effect, and they become less opaque to you than a stranger is. Whereas if that same person bumped into you on the street, and you weren't related to them, you'd be like, who's this asshole? Why? So what's the difference? Well, you don't know the guy on the street. The only difference is what you know, how well you know them. In life, you're not really guaranteed anything. You're guaranteed your death and your taxes, but you're also guaranteed opportunities to learn, to understand yourself, to understand other people. Whether you choose to learn from them that's on you. But you'll always be presented with opportunities, which suggests that the universe leans towards a state of ever-increasing complexity, which is kind of the universe saying, ooh, more stuff to know. It's always trying to know more about itself, because it's built out of love. That's what love does. It knows you. So what Alyssa Liu is doing is demonstrating that same dance as a means of helping the universe learn about itself. So if you're trying to figure out what the meaning of life is, then you deduce it based on what is observable. And what is observable is that sentient, conscious life is primarily oriented around experiencing and learning and knowing things. On the good-bad axis, our lives aren't biased towards either end. We get both. So that's a bad answer to give to atheists who are like, well, why is there, like, suffering in the world and stuff? It's because why would you assume that the purpose of life was to, like, be comfortable and feel good all the time? The universe isn't a fucking spa. People will, like, cut your fucking head off and stuff. It's crazy. So God must not be interested in that. Because if everything was just kind of, like, comfortable and peachy, then I don't think the universe would exist because it would just be too boring. So the fact that it exists means perfection wasn't stimulating. Hold on, I'm getting a call. Hello?
Hey, dude.
Okay, this is a friend of the podcast, frequent caller, God.
Just calling to see if you filled out your heaven application yet.
My heaven application? Where do I fill this out?
I think trygod.com. You know, it's actually good that I'm doing this because I realized, like, the way it's been going, and I hate to say this, after Abraham Lincoln, nobody made it to heaven.
What?
I mean, I can add people to it. I don't know. Who do you think should go to heaven?
Well, just to make myself not seem biased, at number one, let's say the Pope.
I was actually thinking of. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I was thinking Pope.
So you're saying babies don't even go to heaven?
Oh, no, they do. They actually have their own separate heaven. It used to be part of this heaven, but I'm like, this shit ain't a daycare, and there's no parents around here. Abraham Lincoln can't look after all these newborns, and I can't do it. I'm busy trying to make Pluto go faster.
You're trying to make Pluto go faster? How fast do you want it to go?
I just want it to go faster, but, like, it's not working. Am I stupid? Am I stupid now? I used to be able to do this stuff. Alright, who else you got? Who are some other guys who should be up here?
I mean, should I go with the obvious stuff? Should I go with, like, Gandhi?
Oh, he actually got here, and he looked around, and he just said nope, and then he dissolved into dust.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. That really scared me, because I didn't know that could happen. By the way, do you want it to rain right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can you do more useful stuff for me?
By the way, that whole thing you said about complexity and that's what the universe is for and all that, I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Are you saying that's not true?
I don't know. I don't really think about that kind of thing that much. It's nerd shit, to be honest. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't usually talk shit. I really don't usually do that.
I gotta hang up. I gotta do time check with Slurp on Lipstick.
Is he one of the ones who should go to heaven?
Oh, absolutely not. No. Just his voice alone is so monotone, it'll really bring down the mood in heaven.
Yeah, I know people like that. Okay. Got him signed up for hell, thank you.
Alright. Thank you. I'm really sorry about him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Slurp Von Lipstick. Yeah, give it up. A lot of people who listen to Time Check are jealous of me. They want me to fail. And I'm here to tell the haters, hey, if you hate me so much, start a dummy account on Twitter and harass me endlessly. Seriously, do that. That might be enough to break me down. I'm giving you constructive advice about how to ruin me. You should blackmail me. Oh shit, I forgot I have to call my blackmail guy. I got a guy who, well, it's my blackmail guy. I blackmail every single person in my life just in case I need it. But it got so out of hand, I'm like, I gotta get a guy for this. His name is... I really wish I didn't have to say his name. I'm really sorry. Oh, this sucks. This new guy's name is, it's somehow Gunt Fuck. And anyway, I just met a teacher at the school where my 7 young identical sons attend classes, and I have to blackmail this guy. Hold on. Oh, he's calling right now. Hello?
Hey, I just wanted to tell you, I have way more blackmail on everybody than I need.
somehow everybody you know has, like, so many skeletons in their closet, they have to put all their clothes in a dresser.
I didn't hire you to make jokes about shit, man. I just hired you to dig up dirt on people. Like the time you blackmailed my blackmail man.
But I am your blackmail man.
No, you're my blackmail guy. I'm talking about my black mailman. He works for the Postal Service.
Oh, yeah, I still feel bad about that.
Especially the fact that all we could come up with was that he had a second family that was all just starving orphans and he would just feed them.
Yeah, it's really weird he kept that from his other family.
Well, so what did you find out about this new teacher?
He made a blog post on MySpace in 2009 where he said, I'm gay, I'm literally gay, I am a gay man, and I'm gay, and I hope nobody finds out. And I'm gay also.
Yeah, that sounds like he was probably hacked by a friend or something like that.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
And being gay isn't like a bad thing anyway.
I don't know, man. I don't really have a lot on this particular guy, but I'm working on it.
What if instead of real blackmail, we just make it up?
Oh, you mean lie?
Yeah.
Well, I'm an honest man, or my name isn't Gun Fuck.
And I wish it wasn't. I should also have you know, I'd have blackmail on everyone. That includes my blackmail guy.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm squeaky clean, and if I'm not, that was AI. But if it was real, that's back when it was still legal, okay? People were doing it all the time. Read the Old Testament.
You stole shoes. Did you know I knew that? You stole shoes. About 7 years ago, you got convicted for stealing shoes.
I mean, yeah. Oh, no, you got me on the shoe thing. That's
All right,
rough.
thanks a lot. Keep up the good work. All right. What time is it? It's 8:21 p.m. Anything else going on? Time itself, it's been in the news. If you've watched the news recently, it's usually in the corner. So it's in the news. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go fill out my Heaven application. I just recently found out about Heaven. I always thought that when you die, you just go to a screensaver. I didn't know there were other options, so I'm interested. Even though I haven't done anything good with my life. This has been Time Check. I'm Slurp on Lipstick. See you later. Folks, give it up for Slurp on Lipstick. While that was going on, I ordered a pizza, and I've spoken about this establishment previously. Yes, it's the same establishment that failed to deliver my pizza twice in a row, and when I called them, they basically told me to fuck off, and I said okay. And it's the fact that this is the very same store where that happened that I just ordered from. Does that worry me at all? No. You gotta take chances in life. Anyway, the podcast, oh yeah, it's still going on, isn't it? Sorry. What do you want? What do you want from me? Everybody take out your voting devices and punch in your vote now for what you want me to do next. I wonder if on game shows they had like proprietary hardware for the punching in your vote if you're an audience member. It's like if Howard Stern came to your city on a tour, like his, I don't know, quest to find the most symmetrical nipples or something. And you're in the audience, you have to weigh in on which nipples are more symmetrical. And I heard that technology was later developed into Dominion voting systems. All the other stuff about Dominion in the news, it was a hoax to cover for the real dark secret, which is that it was nipple-based. I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Like I did yesterday. So I end up watching the morning weather, and they put the poor weather girl outside to show you what it's like outside. I'm like, I get it. I'm familiar with what the various weather conditions look like visually. Just let her in. Let her inside. If you see a weatherman outside your house, let him in. If you're cold, they're cold. And if they're cold, then you know you're gonna be cold when you go outside. That's why they stand out there. Oh, now I get it. Okay. Okay, I can now track my order. So now let's not get our hopes up. Because I got this far the last 2 times. Well, let's just see where this hypothetical pizza is. Wait, why does this say you can launch a drone strike? Uber is adding too many features. Okay, the estimated arrival just got pushed back 1 minute. It's so over. It's so over. Chat, we're cooked. Is it a girl or a boy? Who cares? It doesn't matter what gender delivers my pizza. I don't think any gender has an edge on delivering pizza. First, tomorrow I'm going to wake up and look at Twitter and anyone's going to be talking about is how men are better at delivering pizza than women. Just like some stupid rage bait shit. Like some guy with like a bronze statue profile picture is like, women lack the musculature and adrenal optimization that males have. That's why they're inferior pizza drivers. You know all that shit is fake, right? They're just like engagement bait. If you ever respond to that stuff, you're getting duped. Estimated arrival now 9/11. Little insensitive to deliver it at 9/11. They're at the front door at this point, and it's done. It has been done. Alright, I'm gonna go down there.
A few moments later.
If you didn't think I was really gonna eat pizza on the podcast, I don't know where the hell your head is. Get in the game. Of course I'm gonna eat pizza. Do you think I'm some kind of fake? It's okay, it's buffalo chicken. I mean, it's pizza corner. What's your favorite kind of pizza? Pull up your voting device. In this case, a complicated flare system. It's under your seat. Please read the instructions thoroughly and carefully. I want you to set off a blue flare for pepperoni. I'm only going to say this once. Write it down if you need to. Red flare for cheese. Yellow flare for other. And we will send a rescue chopper and we will bring you whatever pizza you want. Just kidding, that part's not going to happen. But the part about you voting for pizza using flares, that part's real. Well, the pizza showed up well ahead of time, but as I was unable to determine the gender of the driver, I don't know which side to take in tomorrow's culture war. Well, that was the pizza portion. That was all part of the pizza portion. Pizza portion, also known as a slice, but we couldn't call the segment The Slice because Sabero has a TV show called The Slice. Remember the slap? It's the exact same plot, except instead of slapping a kid, he got sliced with a pizza slicer. And a lot of people say this kind of associates pizza with something horrible. And Sabero said pizza is horrible. Life is pain. I was talking to my girlfriend earlier about how I think I'm pretty sure there's a Kids Bop version of WAP, the Cardi B song. And I was like, I can't possibly recall what every single word was replaced by for the Kids Bop version. And I was like, I don't even know if that was real or somebody made a joke about it. And it's like a Weird Al version would maintain more of the integrity of the original song than a Kids Bop version. Like the Weird Al version would be called like Weird Al Pussy. But no, he has to make all original songs now. I was never a big Weird Al fan, but I like Weird Al the human. I think he's a delight. But his music is like, whatever. It's unusual to come across an artist where you're like, I'd like you better if you didn't do anything. Which isn't to say I hate what you do, but if you didn't do it, I would be a bigger fan. Stop making songs, Weird Al. Weird Al, this message is for you. Give up on your dream. Stop it. See you later.